Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. We've got a special announcement that we want to make here at Athearn, and I don't want to do it alone because the news is so big. Let's just say I finally broke down that door to development, and I've got two of the finest Athearn developers here today with us. Of course, y'all know Janik. Hey, Janik.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
And some of you guys remember John? There he is, John. How you doing today?
Howdy, y'all. Doing good.
So everybody wants to know what, and I'm sorry I broke you guys' door down, but even John was saying this is too big of an announcement. We've got to announce this now. And so, guys, what have we got to talk about here today? And it's really exciting.
Well, we thought with the amount of work that goes into developing new product, and so much of it is done even before we make an announcement, we fully commit to these products before we're announcing them, and there's really not a good reason to keep them completely hush-hush secret from everybody if we're going to come out with them. So, the very first product we're going to talk about is coming really soon. We're actually going to announce it next month, so it's right around the corner, but hey, it's a month that you get to talk about it. And that is the SD9T Mac.
Yeah.
Hey,
Look at that.
That's gorgeous. And look at what road is that? Is that one of the roads that we're going to do, guys?
That sure is. The SD90 Mac, I mean, that was a big locomotive. Those came out with the 4300 rated prime movers in them. And there's only a few railroads that had them, but some of them trickled through to the other markets, and the Sharp Indiana Railroad red and white scheme looks really great. So we're excited to see that one coming.
That's awesome. So this isn't just another run, and I'm going to go ahead and let me go ahead and John, if you can boost your microphone just a little bit. I don't know. It seems a little bit quieter than Janik's, but let me go ahead and show all the cool stuff that you guys got to me as far as what's different about this release from the previous release.
Yeah, because we've already done the SD90 Mac H Phase 2, which not only had a different cab than this run, but it also had the 265H prime mover, whereas this was the earliest production of the SD90 Mac with the 710 prime mover, so it does have a totally different engine compartment than the previous ones that we announced.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing them in the Genesis 2.0, which will have the see-through walkways where appropriate and steps, LED lights, the great Tsunami 2 sound on it. It's going to be an impressive unit.
Yeah, it's an impressive locomotive anyways, but you guys stepping it up to the Genesis 2.0, like I said, with the see-through steps, and don't forget those lighting features too that you guys add into these, the lit number boards, the ground lights. I mean, all of that a step above the Genesis. So this is really cool, guys. Now, John, I know you've been working heavy on this project. I mean, you came on board not that long ago, and we just basically threw everything but the kitchen sink at you. So thanks for putting up with that. But when are we going to have this out available for pre-order?
Well, typically when we make an announcement like this, we're not going to know for sure when it comes. But this one is really close. I said earlier it's going to be basically next month that you'll see the pre-orders on these. So this one we know is next month.
Wow. Okay, that's great. Now, we didn't stop there, guys. This isn't just the announcement. Like I said, you haven't seen Janik in probably months. And John, we threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. So here's our next release that the guys have been busy working on, and I know it's really been requested. What do we got here, Janik?
Looks like somebody's excuse for a photo. It looks like a Surfliner to me.
It does. You've been doing some rail fanning.
Looks like Surfliner cars. You know, I seem to recall a couple of people, you know, on the Train Tuesdays requesting those. Maybe I'm not remembering it correctly, but we thought that, yeah, probably about time to let people know that, yeah, we are working on these. We aren't ignoring you, contrary to popular belief. Working on these, they're going to be Genesis. They're going to have tons of cool features.
Wow. You know, Janik, and I know when you had time to host the show with me, we saw this almost weekly. People were asking for these, weren't they?
It was almost a bad joke that we'd get the weekly request for the Surfliner cars, sometimes more than one. And every time he'd be like, yeah, you know, we're working on them, we hear you. And it was a little frustrating that we couldn't say anything until now. Now we can finally say, look, this is what we got, guys. These are coming. Someone's asking if in the comments about the roof antennas. There's 3 different kinds of roof antennas on the cab car, depending on the time period. We got sound options on these. We got lights, especially on the cab car. You know, we got the ditch lights, marker lights, headlights, interior lights. They're going to be sweet.
That is really cool. Now, Janik, these are Genesis, and I know you've been hard at work on these. I'm going to go to the next slide and tell us a little bit about some of the development you've done as far as the lighting and the sound.
Sure. The sound that these are going to come with is going to be a cube speaker, which is hidden inside the car so you don't see it sticking out, you know, where the seat should be. And the decoder is going to be similar to the decoder that came with our cabooses. So you'll get, for the cab cars, you'll get a horn and a bell. We're actually still working on the sounds, finalizing the different effects we're going to have. We want like doors opening and closing, possibly station announcements, air conditioners turning on and off, that kind of thing with the sounds. And then for the lights, of course, it's all LEDs, interior lights. You got flashing ditch lights. On the sound version, you got the headlights, the marker lights for the cab car. Very important for that.
Now, this is exciting because a lot of people have been asking for these on a weekly basis for quite a while, and we're not done, are we? We got another. I know John is super excited about this, and I think 90% of our fans out there are going to be excited by our next release. Now, these, before we go too far, these are going to be coming soon. You've been hard at work, and John's been helping you out and getting these guys done. But the next release, John, before I move on to the next slide, do you want to tantalize our fans as to what our next release is going to be?
You know, there's a lot of people already guessing it in the comments. It's I think pretty obvious what we should be doing next, and yeah, we don't need to hide it anymore. That would be the AC 4400.
And to prove it, here's some of the CAD work that you sent me.
Ooh, look at that.
Genesis 2.0. So it's not only is it going to be the newest locomotive in our fleet, but it's going to have all the Genesis 2 goodness to it. It's going to have the see-through steps. It's going to have all the lighting functions that you guys want. This has been heavily requested.
Yeah, it's hard to pick the right road names because there's so many I want to do, and you know, Athearn can't bankroll my rolling stock, so got to pick just a few. You know, if there's a favorite out there in the crowd, you know, voice your opinion. We're still at a point where we can make some decisions on what we release first, versus second, versus third, versus, you know, keep buying them, 7th, 8th.
Yeah. Well, John, you bring up a great point. Now that we've got that product suggestion email, you guys out there that have been asking for these, we want to know roads. We want to hear from you guys. This is this is great. This is great news. I mean, you've got some. Look at these CAD files. These are awesome. Wow.
Yeah, and we're hoping by talking about them this early that folks do express their interest in road names, but also help us out a little bit, make sure we got the details right. If you've got photos of your favorite unit, that product suggestion email is the best place to send them, and we'll make sure we get these tuned in while there's still time to make some changes. But,
definitely. Yeah, you're already getting the request in.
We're already getting them. There they are.
Look at that.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out too, because we picked up these AC 4400s. As you can probably guess, they're based on the Dash 9, and a lot of you guys know who worked on the Dash 9s, and he did a lot of work on these too. So we're really happy that such a talented researcher did work on this project. And when I first saw the CAD, I was just blown away with it. Because we haven't even looked at this yet to see, okay, what we need to fix. It just looks great as it is.
It really is, Janik. I mean, it's, I think we're so spoiled in the era in which we live in. I mean, we can have these beautiful models like this. And, both you, Janik, and myself had the Dash 9s, and we're still amazed looking at them. They're just, so much more than we thought they would be. And so, yeah, these are going to be amazing. This is great news.
Yeah, so let us know your road name version suggestions. We don't have a firm timeline on these at this point. We just wanted to show you guys what we had so far. They're coming soon. We're not gonna hesitate on them now that we've shown them. We got to deliver on this promise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we have
absolutely.
our typical stages in the development process that we're going through. We're reviewing the CAD files. We're getting real close to starting on tooling work for them. Then we'll have the test shots where we get the first injection molded pieces off. And then we'll have decorated samples. And we'll keep everyone up to date and show off some of these pieces. And usually that would all happen before you would even know about it. So we're hoping people enjoy the look behind the curtain on some of these bigger projects that we're working on. And just let you know the work that we do to make these right, and hopefully you can help us out and catch mistakes if we happen to make them. We're all human.
Yep. Now, good points as always, John. And man, you've answered a lot of requests out there with these 3 items. And you guys out there in the comment section, thank you for posting your comments and kind words. We appreciate it. We do this for you guys. We do this for you guys. If it wasn't for you, who knows what the 3 of us would be doing, but we wouldn't have a job as fun as this. And I can't speak for John and Janik, but I'm thinking that when we see a modeler pick up something that they've put so much hard work into and see a smile on your face, it's pretty much worth it, isn't it, guys?
To see the comment section fill up with all the people that are thankful about this, for me, that's my favorite part of the job is to get to see that when we make something that you guys actually want to see.
Yeah,
definitely.
And I would say all these came from the product suggestions that we received. So the more that we get, the higher on the list. There's a couple more projects that people have just begging us to do, and we hear you. We are working on those also, and as soon as we feel comfortable committing to them and letting you know, we're going to do that so that you can let your spouse know that your wallet's going to take a hit. But
yeah, John, you bring up a great point, and I mean, I've been saying it for a few months now. We usually had Janik on Train Tuesdays with me, and that's always great because it's always good to get into the developer and see what they're working on. And John, we had you on a Train Tuesday recently, and a lot of the guys, I love having you guys on, but they gotta they know too that, man, you guys are so busy. And guys, keep in mind, we put the cream of the crop up here for you today, but these guys are still busy. As soon as we get done, the door gets closed and they start working on more projects. And John, I think you're right. There's some stuff coming down the road that is just going to make a lot of people happy.
Yeah, it makes being a modeler myself kind of hard because I've lost interest in scratch building. I'll just build it for Athearn and everyone else can have it too.
So there you have it, guys. There's our announcements. SD90 and Genesis 2.0. That's huge. The Surfliner, the California cars. I mean, that's huge. I know, Janik, you've been working on that for a while. That's something that you've got your heart and soul in. And then the combined efforts of everybody on the development team of getting the AC 4400 in. I mean, this is an exciting time to be at Athearn, and it's an exciting time to be a model railroader too. We're seeing some great stuff being offered, and yeah. John, anything else you'd like to add before we call this a wrap?
Keep your trains on the rails.
How about you, Janik?
Keep sending the requests, especially for the AC 4400s. Like I said, there's not a firm schedule on it, but they're coming soon. We'll keep you guys posted about it. So thanks for tuning in. That's about all we got.
And guys, if we're going to do the AC 4400s, it's going to be right. And John, relatively new to the team, but he is a stickler for detail. So he fits in right in with Janik. And of course, there's other guys behind us too that don't always get in front of the camera. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. I want to thank all of our developers at Athearn throughout the company. Everybody out there, thanks for joining us today. Really exciting releases for you guys to look forward to. I want to thank John and Janik for coming on board and showing me some great stuff and showing you guys some great stuff. And we will talk to you on the next Train Tuesday and the next announcements. I want everybody out there, be happy, be healthy, be safe. Look forward to the cool stuff that's coming out for your way. And high greens, everybody.